What's good, YouTube? Back with another reaction, and today we're gonna be reacting to the moment WWE saved the New Day. If you didn't know, I'm a big WWE fan, wrestling fan. Yeah, the New Day. At first, I didn't like them, but now I'm starting to like them because of when Kofi Kingston won the title, WWE title at WrestleMania. Whatever. We're gonna get into reaction in three, two, and one.
Today, we have another moment that WWE saved a superstar's career
Whoa,
because
Big
I
E.
felt like being positive. The New Day is a perfect
I miss
example where
Dean
WWE
Ambrose.
nearly destroyed the future of three
John
young
Moxley
stars,
now since
but
he's
they
in
readjusted
AEW.
and thankfully things got better. As a result, WWE had a team that was a great addition to the tag team division. And I know these three people aren't together right now for the time being because Xavier Woods is injured and WWE is creating a storyline to put Big E in a singles run, so things aren't looking too great for the group now, but I am sure once Woods is healthy, him and Kofi will become the tag team champions again, while Big E becomes an established top star, and I can honestly see him winning the WWE
Ooh.
or even Universal Championship sometime in the future. All three of these men are going
Oh,
to
this
have
is
gold
their
once again. So
podcast
even though
on
things aren't
YouTube or
looking too bright
something?
now, they will sooner or later. And I also think it's nice to talk about the New Day because they've become real big stars for the company.
They did.
It's impressive how they were once the most hated guys back in 2014, and they
Hated
became
them.
one of the most well-liked groups. Everyone from the fans to
Because
Vince
they would always
McMahon
win,
likes
and
them.
I got
Let's see
upset.
the exact moment when the New Day went from almost being ruined to superstars. Kofi Kingston and Big E became a tag team in the middle of 2014. The duo was a babyface team that was paired together pretty randomly. They didn't really have any real or deep story behind their alliance. They kind of were just in a tag team match. On July 21st of 2014, Kofi Kingston and Big E lost a tag team match to Ryback. This was an even worse tag
Ryback, I
team,
remember
but
that.
that's besides the point. After the loss, Xavier Woods came down to the ring and he basically proposed to them that it was their time to take over and become a serious threat. All three men weren't doing much, so the
I
thought
remember
process
that
behind
when
this promo.
I remember this segment when Woods came out and he said, "Oh, it's our time. We're gonna be the best ever" or something.
Was that they could be something greater if they joined forces. Xavier ends his promo by saying they will no longer ask, but instead, they will take. It appeared that the group was ready for some sort of storyline, and it honestly felt like they were all going to be heels too, just based off of that one sentence. However, they randomly disappeared for a few months, and it wasn't until November when the company began to show off some vignettes of the group. I'll never forget that
I
video of
remember
Xavier
that.
Woods with the choir. I don't know why, but it was just
Yeah, I
so funny
remember
seeing him
this.
dance. It
This
was incredibly different from what the faction
like
originally teased in
introducing
the
who the
beginning.
New Day are.
The New Day would make their in-ring debut later that month, and things were looking promising.
Oh, New Day sucks. New
And it
Day
did not
sucks.
work out at all. The New Day was almost immediately flopping as an attraction. The bright colors, choir music, and positivity from this group was not getting over with the crowd. Their New Day Rocks chant was not a fan favorite either, and the crowd altered the Rocks part to say sucks instead. The group literally went on from November of 2014 through March of 2015, receiving a ton of hate and criticism every single week on television. There could be so many reasons why it wasn't sticking. Maybe it was too forced. If you're trying to tell an audience to say that you rock before you've done
Hold on.
anything, they're usually going to retaliate and not follow your rules. You need to prove that you rock. You need to earn those chants. It's also very possible that the cartoonish gimmick wasn't really working either. I believe people found this to be too over the top and childish. This is something straight out of the mid-90s WWF, which was one of the worst time periods for wrestling characters. Nobody enjoyed those personalities, and they knew they kind of felt like that. I personally think that it had to do with those two reasons, and also the fact that Big E, Kofi, and Xavier Woods weren't even developed. The charisma we see today wasn't even being used back then, mainly because babyfaces are booked terribly. I personally could not get behind these guys trying to spew out these positive messages. It just wasn't working. The entire thing was way too manufactured. This was the moment that WWE almost ruined them by putting them in a terrible situation with no room to grow. But thankfully, things started to turn around.
SummerSlam.
WWE didn't just sit around and pretend like everything was okay like they usually do. The writing staff noticed that the fans were booing and rejecting the work from the New Day. They needed to act quickly before it was too late, and what better way to spice things up than a good old-fashioned heel turn. On April 6 in 2015, the New Day were being interviewed by Renee Young, and she asked them how it feels with the crowd always telling them that they sucked. And in this one moment, you could tell things were going to change. Kofi Kingston said in a very heelish tone that they either clap or they snap. And I love the way he delivered that line, along with Xavier Woods showing how he was disappointed and angry just with his facial expressions. And then Big E told us a story about a nerdish fan talking to him at a supermarket. He was hilarious with the way he told the story because of his impersonation, but you could tell that the group was growing sick and tired of the negative reaction. And then Big E also completely shifted the tone of the segment when he started clapping. With that minute-long video, the New Day was forever changed. We found out the reason behind their motive for this newfound positivity. They use it as a way to mask their anger. Deep down, they were broken and much more sadistic than you would think. They proved it by cheating in the match that they had on the very same day. Xavier Woods hid under the ring and held down Sin Cara's legs, which caused a count out. The New Day went on to spend the rest of the year as heels, and I think it was their best work of their careers together as a unit. This one segment saved their position in the company. If somebody wrote something else or waited a little bit too long to pull the trigger, who knows what would have happened to these three guys. And the rest is history. In 2016, they would turn babyface, but this time with the support from the crowd. The Bootios was one of the most popular things at the time. In fact, the New Day was huge.
They won the title in
2015
SummerSlam.
People absolutely adored them. The New Day would go on to become a decorated tag team in WWE, winning the belts 8 or 9 times. I lost track, to be honest with you. They dominated the Raw tag team division during the brand split of that year, and in 2017 they even moved over to SmackDown, where they started their iconic feud with the Usos, which could be argued to be the absolute best tag team feud of all time. The matches and segments these two groups was honestly a joy to watch. And then in 2018 they won some more tag team championship gold, and in 2019 Kofi would be given the biggest opportunity ever.
I remember that.
The season-long veteran became the WWE champion, and he celebrated along with his best friends and his kids. And now in 2020, we do sit in a weird period. Xavier Woods is recovering from an injury, Kofi was written off TV, and Big E is now a singles competitor. But at the end of the day, you have to respect the work from the New Day. They are a crazy good tag team. I enjoyed all their work over the last 5 years, except that one
really
little time
enjoy
period
watching
when they were
the New Day
baby faces,
now.
and it was terrible in the beginning of the video, but that's besides the point. The New Day have said that they don't want to have a split up where somebody within the group turns heel, but honestly, I would love to see it. I haven't booked it in my What If I Took Over WWE video, and I think there's just so much storytelling that could be told.
Aren't they feuding
Anyways,
with
the New Day
John Morrison?
will go down in wrestling history as one of the greatest teams ever, and that is a fact. And that is it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at @ValenPlana, and I'll see you all on the next video.
Alright, that's it for this video. I really enjoyed the New Day now, yeah. But yeah, that's it. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.